Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. This video is part of my Open Invite Valentine's Collaboration 2024. I am going to be using these absolutely stunningly gorgeous vintage rose tattoos. I bought a whole pack on Amazon. You all know how much I love temporary tattoos in resin and I could not resist these ones. There's a whole pack here, but I am really going for this top one. This is the one that screamed out at me when I saw it on Amazon. Now, the colours I'm using are fully inspired by this video, which was a few videos back. Not so much the colours, but more of the technique. The technique is inspired. The colours are going to be slightly different. Now, like I said, this is part of the Valentine's collaboration, so if you want to see what all of the other artists have been getting up to, I'm going to leave the playlist link right at the top of my description box. So after you've watched this, go check them out. The tray I'm using is the large oval tray from Moulds and Shapes, a whopping 30 centimeters across. This is absolutely perfect for this project. While I am getting my temporary tattoo ready to put into my tray, I just want to let you know, if you're new here, I do approximately 5 open invite collaborations a year. Open globally, no matter what it is you work in. Could be metal or clay, anything at all. It's just a great way to introduce new channels or artists that you may not yet have come across. And honestly, I get such a great team of people wanting to join in the collaboration. And there's usually anywhere between 20 and 30 videos for you guys to watch, including every art medium you can possibly imagine. Now, when it comes to the tattoos, there's really 3 ways to stick it to your project. You can either lay your tattoo directly down in the mold before anything else, which is what I'm doing here, or you can pour a thin layer of resin and lay it on that, or you can just wait until you demold your project completely and then lay it to the top of your cured project. 2 of those techniques will still need a top coat. This one I'm doing here will still need a top coat. It will still be sticky. So even though it will stick to the resin, when we demold, the surface will still be sticky, so it will still need a top coat. Equally, if you place it to your cured resin, it will still need a top coat. The only way it won't need top coating is if you pour a clear layer first, then place your tattoo down, and then it won't need top coating because it's already kind of buried in that resin. And the only reason I'm not doing it that way is because I don't want a clear resin rim. I want all of my colours mixed together beautifully. So you saw me there apply water to the back of that tattoo. Again, it's a skin tattoo, so you just treat it exactly as you would if you were placing this on your arm, your chest, or your leg. You simply turn it over. Make sure you remove that plastic protective film though, because trust me, I have ruined plenty of tattoo. Remove the protective film before you do it. Add the water, peel it away, and your tattoo will stick. Now, as soon as I saw these roses, they did scream vintage vibes to me. So I was really looking for mica colours that would really pull out the colours of the tattoo. So, you know, we had to go for the ballet slipper. We've got the green fury and the shell. These are all mica colours from Just For You Online's mica range. And I knew they would work perfectly with this tattoo. This is definitely making my heart sing. Anything like this, anything botanical, just makes my heart sing. That is what I was saying in a previous video. I want to go back down the botanical route because I miss it. And depending, if you do decide to do something like this, it really depends on what tattoo you're using. Sometimes one single colour looks great, and sometimes if you're using a pure black temporary tattoo, again, one colour really makes it pop. But I did want to use a combination of colours. I wanted to throw them all in the mould with no real rhyme or reason. I do love that aesthetic. If you've been here a while, you'll know I just don't like rules, and if I could do anything to just avoid planning something out to a maximum. The thing is, with resin, you never really know how it's going to turn out, so you might want it to go one way and it just doesn't do it. So I think the best way is to just have it like Christmas every day and just go for it, pour it all in, and you never really know what you're gonna get. So into the shell mica pigment, I've actually put some gold foil. Now, again, this might get buried. We don't know if we're going to end up seeing this. I've mixed up all of my resins into different cups. We've got the green fury, we've got the ballet slipper, and we've got the shell in with the gold foil. And then it's just a case of pouring them all in. Now, most resin artists would probably do this one at a time. I don't know why. I just grabbed them all with both hands and just went for it. It felt easier to me to do it this way because I had a little bit more control over each colour and the speed at which I was pouring. The one thing I did do was pour the cream. Again, I just realised I repeated myself there. The one thing I did do is pour the cream over the green leaves. I didn't want the green over the green leaves. I wanted the cream so that the green leaves would pop against that background colour. However, resin does what resin wants. Resin has a mind of its own. So whilst your intentions could be great, my intentions were great, you know, I knew what I was kind of intending for it to be, it doesn't mean it's going to end up like that because resin moves. What I'm doing here is filling the mould completely to the top with my clear resin just to get us some drama. We're going to blend all of those colours together. You can see where the clear resin has made channels, like almost like rivers in the surface of the piece. Now, it's not gonna stay like this because resin moves. Now, generally speaking, with a mold this big, your resin is all going to navigate towards the center. If you've ever done resin in a coaster or anything large and flat, that resin has a tendency to pull away from the edges and all navigate and smush and move and travel to the center of the mold. So even though I can see all of these clear spaces, I'm not worried, I'm not concerned. We're not going to have one big clear transparent tray because it's all going to move. And this is what I'm talking about. You can see that movement all into the center. And I was so happy we could still see gold foil. I was just hoping we could see it on the other side. Are you guys ready for the most vintage looking tray I think I've ever seen? It is beautiful. My first impression was, Claire, your tattoo's not quite central. And it bugged me for all of 30 seconds. I sent photos over to my patrons over on my Patreon page and they were like, Claire, leave it. It works. Like it actually works. It looks vintage. It looks like it's meant to be there. So yeah, I was very tempted to just carry on adding tattoos. I'm not going to lie, guys, but sometimes you can overkill. I love the way the colours have blended together. Now, I did play with them a lot. I poured in the clear resin to make them move. I then used a stick to swirl them around. You don't have to do any of that. Now, if I laid down a clear layer of resin first to place my tattoo in, you just wouldn't have got this. You would have got a real boring clear edge around the rim because you know you're not going to be able to stop that resin from going down into the rim. Like it's, yeah, to me this is the best way round. Now this will need a top coat of epoxy resin to seal that tattoo in, but when you top coat trays like this tray doesn't have a very deep lip, so you really only want enough resin to surface coat this piece. You don't want to fill that tray up because then it's no longer a tray. So sadly I did not get to top coat this in this video. Don't ask me why. I thought I'd done it and here we are. When it came to the voiceover I was like, oh, I didn't even do it. So yeah, you know what? I'm human and unfortunately that's how this one worked out, but I will give it a lovely top coat. I love it. It is screaming vintage vibes. The colours work perfectly with the actual tattoo. I could not be happier. And I'm actually really happy that I get to see some of that gold foil that I put in with the shell. I hope you have enjoyed this. Again, this is part of the Open Invite Valentine's Collaboration 2024 and all of the details you need are down below. I'm also going to put all of the details down below for the future collaborations because that is one of the biggest messages I get is like, I didn't know about this, you didn't tell me, you know, I didn't see this, you know, nobody tells me anything kind of thing. And I'm like, guys, I do advertise it, I promise. I advertise it probably too much. So if you have missed this one, please join in with the Easter one that is going to be coming soon. But all of the dates for my future collaborations of 2024 all the way through to Christmas are in the description box below. I will be sure to put them there. So put them in your diary and then follow me on Instagram because Instagram is really where I keep updating everybody and reminding everybody that it is on its way, and all of the information you need to join will be in my Instagram posts. That's where you're going to find it. I will see you all in the next video and don't forget to check out that playlist. I cannot wait. Bye.